Hello YouTubers, how you doing? CJ here. I hope everybody's keeping well. I'm sorry I've not been able to do a YouTube video for quite some time. My life is just hectic, just crazy. So no longer will I be saying I'm going to do a video next week or the week after. I'm literally only going to be doing a video now whenever I can. I've got a lot of things going on and things are just chocker, and to be quite honest with you, I'm feeling completely exhausted. But I wanted to do this video because it's been a while, and like I said, I am going to do videos, but it will literally just be whenever I can. So I'd like to think that when I do a video, however, it will be well worth the wait. Like today now, I'm going to give you a review on a new box set that I've had called Elvis 1124, the complete concert files. Now this goes from 1969 all the way up to 1977. This features all the documentations and information about every Elvis concert from 1969 to 1977. Now, I'm going to be turning the camera around. I'm going to try and do this so I can show you each book. I'm not good at doing stuff like this, so hopefully this will work out. I'd like to give a mega thank you to the person who bought me this box set as a gift. I'll show you the back there. And then the spine. Now, there's only 1,000 of this box set produced worldwide, and I'm feeling so proud to own one. Thank you to my brother from another mother. His name is Rossi. Now, you've all heard me speak about Rossi in my previous videos, and at some point this year we will be doing a video together. That would be pretty cool, right? Now, Rossi and I have become friends at first. Oh goodness me, way back when I first started this channel, to be honest with you. And when I first started doing review videos and showing my collection. And I started really doing this channel because I was inspired by other Elvis collectors, and not just Elvis collectors, but collectors of other artists that they were into. Like, give you an example, there's a guy named Johnny, and his channel is Prince Elvis Jackson. And he likes Elvis, he likes Prince, Michael Jackson. He likes various artists, and his videos he just show all of his new buys and his collection, and it's a really good channel. So that was one of the first channels I started watching, and then I discovered Rossi, and I was like, wow, I'm blown away by the footage that he's showing, and blown away by the collection that he was showing. And whilst I'm on that subject as well, he uploaded a lot of footage and it got removed. And it got removed unfairly because it was footage that had been around for many years. And all he was doing was basically he was touching it up, he was enhancing it, he was like remastering it and making it fantastic quality to watch. And people were saying, oh, you're not allowed to do this and blah blah blah. I really hate people like that, I really do. But other people then started downloading Rossi's videos and uploading it and claiming it to be theirs and taking all the credit for it. Now, if anyone sees a video on YouTube with Rossi, 1973, at the beginning, before the footage, then that's his video. And it's really sad that people do that, because it just shows that some people can't be original and think of their own things to do, that they've got to take things from other people and get all the credit for it. And I've spoken with Rossi many times about this over the years, and it makes me angry that people do that, because it's just not fair. The word respect have truly gone. But there we go. But I love Rossi to bits. He's my brother, and I love him. And he has done so much for me that I even get emotional when thinking about it, because I really can't thank him enough. And this box set is absolutely sensational. Now, I love these books because even though they're rare and very limited, and there's only so many that get published and put out, like I said, there's only 1,000 of this box set produced. But what I love about it is, in here you get the details of the songs, what suits he wore with the concert, if it was the last time he performed this song on stage, if it was the first time, the set lists that he was doing for that particular tour, if he changed something in that concert and he only changed it once during that tour. Every aspect of information is in here. Now, there was a series come out once before called the Elvis Files, and unfortunately, due to a situation that was on at the time, I couldn't get those books, and I would love to own them. I do have volume 5. I was sent that as a gift, actually, off somebody who reviewed my channel, who contacted me. I truly love that book, and I wish I could get them all. But this set here basically is the Elvis Files. It's just everything from 69 to 77. I hope that they do, from the 50s up to 69. Do you know what I mean? I hope they do something like that. But the information about Elvis's concerts in the 50s and the 60s, they've all been put out on books, and I do have them. I do have that information. So, I love to study. I really, really do love to study. Now, I'm going to flip the camera on now, and let's get right into showing you these fantastic books. Okay, so I'm no good at doing videos like this with the books turned the opposite way, but I'm doing this to give you a little bit of an insight. So hopefully this video will be okay. So I open the book here. Please excuse the camera from shaking. It's literally the only way I can do this type of video. But I'm not going to show you every page, because as I'm sure you can understand, this video would be like long. But it gives you some fantastic photographs. It tells you the musicians, even the people that was in the orchestra. It tells you the song listings, songs performed in this engagement, most used, also used, the songs that was also done during this tour in 69, or his engagement then, should we say. But it does start off with, bits of information like from the special. So obviously it goes from the TV special upwards. But it gives you information about why he wanted to sort of like continue performing, photographs. Some great photographs here as well. Now, Las Vegas Session 1, date 31st of July 1969 to the 28th of August 69. Number of shows 57. And it gives you all of the information. Like Elvis's return to the stage is one of 3 main musical events of the end of the 1960s, 2 of which were directed by, directed by Elvis Presley. The NBC TV special filmed in June 1968 and broadcast in December of the same year, Elvis Presley's returned to television with 2 private mini concerts, gospel tablets from his films, karate, which is one of the King's passions. So it gives you all the information about here. The Woodstock Festival in August 1969, more than 500,000 people gathered for 3 days from the 15th to the 18th of August 1969. Elvis's return to the stage exactly the same time from July, from the 31st of July to the 20th of August 69 in Las Vegas. Returns for 8 years, absence hotel, blah 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 blah. Sorry, it's because I'm reaching over. We have got my phone set up here. I'm on, and I haven't got my glasses on either. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should have my glasses on. But it gives you all the details. Like after the premiere on July. On 31st of July 1969, Elvis was scheduled to give a press conference. There was only, this was the only night he would give a single concert. They tell you who was on the guitars. So, but basically, I say guitars, like it tells you who was in his band. It tells you about the backing singers as well. It gives you everything. It even tells you as well what suits he wore. Like, for instance, black Cossack two-piece suit, black two-piece suit in 2 slightly different versions. White Cossack top, white Cossack top, two-piece, white two-piece. So it gives you about Elvis's voice is perfect, solid. The show is very divide. It says the first part is made up of songs that made the King. I know that he's known as the King, and so many people call him the King. You never hear me refer him to the King. I mean, Elvis always said he was the first person to say that, you know, there's only one King, and that's Jesus Christ. That was Elvis's belief. And Elvis didn't like being referred to as the King either. And I think because of my love for Elvis and my passion for Elvis, I'll never address him as the King. I know it's become a thing for fans where everybody, all his fans of, you know, see, I can't even speak today. Where all of his fans have proclaimed him the King, which is fine, you know what I mean? It's great. It's a great compliment and everything and so forth. But it's just my sort of like humble, personal little opinion that, you know, I won't ever refer him to as the King of rock and roll or anything like that. Maybe I'm too fussy. But I'm not knocking anyone though for calling him the King. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I know how that's, you know, how he's been proclaimed. So, you know, I don't have any issues. So I don't want to get political here or anything. I'm just saying why I won't, or why I have an issue with reading that. Okay, so well, I don't have an issue reading it. I'm not used to calling him the King. So, you know. So it gives you all like the details about the concert as well. Like the second, like it says here, the first part, you get the songs with the King's legend in the 50s, and that the public loved. The second part, even if they were still, if there will still be some well-known songs, will allow him to insert new songs into his set, such as the hit Suspicious Minds, because at the time in 1969, Suspicious Minds was a new hit single. I mean, it's not a new hit single now, everybody knows it, but at the time that was new to his set, and, you know, because he'd only recorded it that same year. It says about the hit Suspicious Minds, and it says, which will sometimes last almost 10 minutes. And that is true. So So it says here as well about how RCA was recording the concerts, but on certain dates as well, to release a live album. During the recording of these shows, Elvis will sometimes sing some new songs just once, such as Inherit the Wind and Rubbernecking. So now you can't see that because I know that this year is in the way. So I do apologise. But yeah, it states about Inherit the Wind and Rubbernecking. And it's true, Elvis only performed those songs sometimes just once, you know. But these books are amazing. But again, see the details. Songs sung for the first time. Songs sung only one time. Songs sung for the last time. Even album releases that you can get sort of like these particular recordings on. You know, all of this information, I absolutely adore this information because this is what I love to study. The song choices, you know, even songs that Elvis was due to perform but didn't. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute, this box set, or book set then should we say, because that's what it is a real masterpiece of work. And there's some pictures in here as well that are just absolutely stunning. And I love reading these books. In fact, I'm actually halfway through reading. But I love reading all the information, literally just to delve into it. I mean, sometimes when I read like a paragraph, I'll read it again because it's like, I want to be sure I've read correctly sometimes, especially if I'm tired. Possibly reading while tired isn't a good thing, but you know what? When I start reading, I can never stop. Especially when it's about Elvis. I mean, these pictures are amazing. And again, you're like, even here on like the next sort of engagement or the next sort of session he did at Las Vegas, songs performed in this engagement most used, and there's a list. They also used one-liners. Like, for instance, people would say that, oh no, he did do this song in concert. Well, he didn't. There was only one-liners, like Surrender. He only did like one, like an opening line of Surrender before going into another song. You know, but all of these here are used, you know, like, well, what do you mean you? What am I on about? All of this information is here, songs that he used, you know, and even like, there's information here about rehearsals and stuff like that, and how, you know, he wanted a big sound and lots of it in sharp contrast to the almost Spears backing featured on his early singles and during his live work. But when you're reading this information, it gives you the information on, you know, what he did and how he done things when rehearsing. It's like some people, you know, would say to me before that you never exactly wore just, you know, like shirts or whatever on stage. That's wrong. You did, and it's all featured here in these documents. I mean, that's why I call these books. I call the books documents because to me, that's what they are. Because it gives you the information. And when you're studying on, especially if I do an authentic theme show, obviously, everybody know by now I'm an Elvis tribute artist. But first and foremost, I'm an Elvis fan. So to any new subscribers who is watching this video, I just want you guys to know that I've been an Elvis fan and I have studied his life and career ever since I was 4 years old. I'm now 36, and there are still a lot of people today that says to me, well, I'm older than you, so I know more than you. No, that's not exactly the case. I absolutely hate that phrase, because that's just not right at all. You may be older than me, yeah, but it's how much you studied. You know, whether you studied the things that's out in the general public and everywhere else, you know what I mean? Or have you really delved into his life and career and studied it and gone into the information and have taken the time to physically read and look things up? Talk to people who was close to Elvis. Well, I have. So the age thing doesn't matter. But, so if I'm like doing an authentic show, because I always, you know, none of us, no matter who we are in the business, none of us will ever be Elvis. And I know a lot of people who don't like ETAs, and I know a lot of people who love ETAs. I mean, myself personally, when I do an authentic show, I do it authentic. So if I'm booked for something like that, then I will literally decide if I'm doing a 69 set, I will go to my books, I will go to the concerts, I will look through the set list. Now, when I'm preparing mine, I will do certain things, and I will, like, if he was going to perform a song, I will think, oh, well, he was going to perform that day, but he didn't. So I tell you what, I'll do it, and I'll do it in the way that I think he would have done it. And all to do that, it's just as easy as looking and listening to the way he performed, and you know, listening to how he sang and how he sounded and things he said. Because in 1969 and through 1970, Elvis had a tendency of talking between each track. And between each song, Elvis would talk to the audience and engage them, you know, and he would joke around. As years went on, it did become far and few between, but, you know, he always gave the audience everything. But, you know, my shows at the moment, it's no props, no jumpsuits, no impersonation, just straight from the heart. It's all about the music. I mean, I do have just one jumpsuit left, just one, and that's the Fringe suit from 1970. So, but I can't even remember the last time I wore it. So, yeah, you got all this information about the Sweet Inspirations, the pictures are here. These are absolutely amazing photographs. Now, I'm not going to show you every page, but I'm gonna give you a skim through. Like, even here, it tells you about the live CDs, the official live CDs you can get with these tracks on the concerts. It's like the January and February. I'm going to show you something as I go along because I think this is quite relevant. Let's get that out. Okay, so this CD here, Elvis on Stage. Originally on the original album, there was only 10 tracks, and so many people, so many fans around the world that talk to me about this album. Now, this is the original CD, the first edition CD released. Now, I love playing my vinyl of this, I really do. But this is actually not a concert. What RCA did, you see, is they record entire concerts, but then they would edit them down for an album release. So, like, this engagement here in January 1970 to February, they were combined and edited, and tracks were put and picked, and this album was compiled together. Now, when you're listening, when you put this album on, you won't think it's been, you know, songs taken out, because it's obviously cleverly edited. And the only way, however, to get the full concerts of these is if you have a box set called Rebooked at the International, which is a 4 CD box set, which is fantastic to have. But it's also the same as well with the 1970, with the 1969 concert that came out as Elvis in person. You know, if you got the box set that recently came out a couple of years ago now, a few years ago, should I say, the 69 set Elvis at the International, then you'll have them all. So again, see each concert this year, it's listed, all the songs used, one-liners, songs that he was going to do and planned to do but didn't. And I love just reading this information. I mean, I always say the best, if you're gonna learn, then learn from the best, and that's the man himself. You know, I don't look up to, again, yeah, if I'm doing a show or something, I don't really look up to many people. I look up to Elvis himself, because that's who we portray, and that's what we do. I mean, it tells you about the Houston, every single concert. Like I said, it would take me a lifetime to go through these. Even like interviews that he gave, the questions and answers are there as well. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely fantastic, this book. Well, this book set. So I'm gonna, like, you know, that's the way it is. Now, we all know about that's the way it is. We know about the rehearsals. We've got all the video footage as well. If you've got the box set, Elvis, that's the way it is, the complete works. It's a 6 CD set, and it's, I think it's 6 CDs, anyway, I haven't got it out for a while, but I think it's 6 CDs, and there are 3 DVDs. Now, one of the DVDs, the rehearsals, it's the only way to get all the the concerts on DVD from start to finish. That's all 6 concerts that were filmed. And obviously you've got the rehearsals. Now this rehearsal in the red shirt, we've got that rehearsal as well. The one rehearsal we don't have, however, is this. Now this rehearsal here, Elvis requested not to have it filmed because he really wanted to get stuck into the songs he was going to do in the shows and pick the final songs, you know what I mean, the final set list, if you want to call it. And he wanted to, he didn't want to be distracted by TV cameras, you know, by film crews and stuff. He just wanted to be relaxed. Now, although he was relaxed in all the footage that you see, Elvis used to get distracted quite easily. And there were a couple of moments where in the rehearsals, I mean, in fact, in the footage that's released, there's a section where he's... Let's go back. In this section here, there's a part where he's talking to the Sweet Inspirations and he goes, they tell you to hang on a second, sorry. They tell you to ignore these cameras, you know? But he couldn't. There's no way of ignoring them, you know? So Elvis did get distracted as well. I mean, doing a live concert, you know, it was a little different. I mean, he could just, you know, he had the audience in front of him. The atmosphere was different surroundings. But this particular one here, it was like, well, hang on a minute. Okay, we're filming for a movie here, but I want to make sure that I want to be my absolute best that I can be, and basically I want to go over the songs that I really want to make sure is in the final set lists, arrangements, and so forth. So these photographs have come to light, you know, and they have been around for a while. There's actually a few other photographs as well, but I think obviously I'd have to do another video on that. But I do have all the photographs that were taken during this rehearsal. I mean, somebody taking a photograph is a lot different from somebody there, you know, with a TV, you know, with a film camera. So, yeah. But it just shows, though, that, you know, I mean, I can't even stand it. If I'm rehearsing, I can't stand doing a live feed, and I can't stand being filmed if I'm rehearsing. Do you know what I mean? I get very easily distracted. Even in, like, the early rehearsals for That's the Way It Is, there's, like, these rehearsals here, when he's wearing these type of shirts, there's a few times he mentions about the cameras and everything. So, yeah. So this rehearsal, he didn't get filmed. But then all the information about the concerts for That's the Way It is also in this book. Goodness me, what's the time? Oh man, I'm still on the first book, oh my god. Right, I'm going to skim through this, like I said. I'm giving you an idea what this book is all about. Along with my review on the book, which I think this book set is truly outstanding. But it gives you an idea as well about the suits that he wore. And the collars of scarves and belts. So. Ooh, that was a gun collection, look at that. But there are photographs in here that you won't find anywhere else as well. But again, you know, like I said, the pictures are fantastic, the information is fantastic. You can get little things like that as well, like showing you the menu and stuff. But like I said, the information I love is that, ooh, hang on a second. He sang a lot of song extracts. Yeah, let's go back to this. Let me have a look at the camera. Right. He sang a lot of extracts in a few phrases like "Rip It Up," "Memphis, Tennessee," and his latest "Flame." But unfortunately, it was always just a few seconds. At the request of an audience member, Elvis improvised "Wooden Heart" from the film G.I. Blues, even though the version only lasts 1.10 10, he has time to sing the verse in German. The crowd was even more ferenzed than in previous sessions in Las Vegas. Elvis's security service had a lot to do, especially with the woman who wanted to climb on stage. Many celebrities came to see Elvis perform throughout the session. Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Rivers, Charlie Pride, the actor Richard Egan, who played Elvis's brother in the King's first film, Love Me Tender. Brenda Lee, Priscilla and Lisa Marie came to see several shows. The press said he was tired. He was ill throughout season 5. Had put on a bit of weight, but was still the best showman in the world with an exceptional voice. For this season, Elvis Presley will be wearing a lot of jumpsuits, including several for the first time. And then here it gives you the list of jumpsuits. So, you know, songs performed for the first time. Obviously, Amen, which we all know he added on the end of I Got a Woman. Medley Jailhouse Rock / Amen, August 18th, 1970. MS. So MS will stand for Midnight Show. Wooden Heart, 3rd of September, 1971. MS again. So again, Midnight Show. So you get all that information, and I just love it. I just love it. I mean, stuff like that truly does help with, you know, if you're an ETA and you wanted to do things authentically. See, it's like a picture like this. He's using SM58D as microphone. You don't often see. Let's see if I can bring this a little bit closer. You don't often see him using that kind of mic. I'm not sure how well that's coming out, but you know, pictures like this is just absolutely amazing. Oh, my battery's gone on my phone saying that I've only got 10%. Oh, no! Oh, darn it. Well, I'm going to flick through these anyway. Some cool photographs. But basically, this book set truly is a must. I can't highly recommend it enough. And I honestly can't thank my bro Rossi for getting me this gift. No, I recommend a seller on eBay. I bought this off eBay. I didn't buy it from any shop or anything like that. Many people just say to me where to buy things from, but as a collector, we've all got other places to buy from at the end of the day. And so yeah, I love the way they put this book together. You know, I really do. I'm saying this book, I'm on about the set. Literally, fantastic information. Like I said, every single concert from 1969 to 1977. You know, right to his very last. I would be here for a month of Sundays. But I also love the pictures as well, and the suits as well, and the shirts. You know, people say, because I do always say I don't like wearing jumpsuits. I've always said I'm not going to wear a jumpsuit again. Who knows, right? But I've never felt comfortable in a jumpsuit. However, I do, when I do authentic shows, I do wear stuff like this, like the trousers and the belt, the shirts. I do wear stuff like that. So, and again, I do look at concerts. Like if I'm doing something themed, I will look at that concert tour or that year or something, and I will look for references and maybe what I have and maybe what I could wear. Like he's wearing a jumpsuit there. For example, if I wanted to do something themed on that particular concert, I will look around that period and see, well, did he wear a shirt, you know what I mean, around that period? If so, what? You know what I mean? Some absolutely fantastic photographs. That's that. And that's only the one book, you know what I mean? the second book then goes from, that goes up to 1972, and this goes from 1973 to 75. And see, even though there are books directly on Yellower, with a book set with information about every concert, then even the ones that are filmed, like That's the Way It Is, Aloha from Hawaii, that information is there, you know what I mean? And that's what I truly love. So, now there is another book coming out on the Aloha concert as well, which my brother Rossi has also got me as a gift. But they're having some printing issues. They had some printing issues at the factory, and they had some other issues as well, which they've released a trailer on what the issues was, and oh, excuse me, and what they have done in place and so forth. So, you know, they've really gone out of their way to keep us updated. So as you can tell, I'm flicking through this one now because basically my battery is on a low percentage. But you know, you get the gist of what this book set is all about and what's contained in here and the information that's in here and so forth. You know, and so yeah, if you're an Elvis fan and you love studying his life and career, then this is definitely a book set, I should say, that is a must for your collection. But I really, really want to thank my my bro Rossi from the bottom of my heart. You know, I really can't thank him enough. Like I said, some lovely information here, lovely photographs, lovely and rich and pure. Yep. So that's that book. And then the last book goes from 1976 to 1977. Sold out. Great DVD series there as well. So again, the same situation here. You get all the information you need about the concerts, releases, because even these concerts have been released on, you know, CD and what have you. I love the information about the songs and everything. I mean, this book set's just amazing. Like, seriously amazing. That guitar there, I've seen that guitar in real life at the O2. Yeah, I've seen that guitar in real life. I've been up close to it. And the suit, funny enough. This really is a must for any Elvis fan. I know I've said that a few times now. I'm sorry. I keep repeating. It's because I'm trying to flick through as much as I can and, you know, get through as quick as I can, because I just don't want the battery to end like this whilst I'm still doing the video. Normally I put my video on charge, but I didn't exactly realise how long I'd be doing. I put my phone on charge, sorry. I wouldn't put the video on charge. I would normally put my phone on charge. And sometimes I would even have my phone plugged in on charge whilst doing the video, just to be on the safe side. But I haven't done it this time because my charger is downstairs being used by my daughter because it's half term, the kids are off school, and they're both playing Roblox on their iPads. But we'll try to get through as much as I can. Again, I mean, you really got to have the patience to really read through every bit of information, and I love doing it. It's one of my passions. It's something I really do with a passion, is read about Elvis, which do I sometimes, when I see some things on Facebook put on by people, I laugh my freaking head off, thinking you haven't got a clue, mate. And obviously then you got the Elvis concert. Concerts Elvis did between 1969 and 1977. Total of 1124. I'm gonna pronounce it as 1124 because when this book set was first produced, I remember speaking to somebody about it, and they turned on and said 1124. So this gives you the entire list, including things that was cancelled, like January 31st, Wednesday dinner show cancelled. January 31st, Wednesday midnight show cancelled. You know? Like February 1st, Thursday dinner show. He did that one, but in red, he didn't do the midnight show the same date. So, you know, it was... and there it is. So there you have it, folks. Elvis, 1124 book set, 3 book set, triple book set, I should say. You can't highly recommend it enough. Again, thank you so much to my bro Rossi. When the Yellow book comes, I will be doing a YouTube video review on that as well. I do have a lot of videos planned to do, but like I said, due to the way my life is right now, I'm going to be doing them when and where I can. Until my next video, I hope you all keep well and keep safe, and God bless. Take care.